Hello everybody, Cindy Greenway here, Editor-in-Chief at lawmarketing.com, and I'm here with Chris Dreyer, the President and Founder of AttorneyRankings.org, who specializes in SEO for attorneys. So I've asked Chris to come back and join me because I hear a myth that's going on around out there that is suggesting that keywords are no longer important when it comes to copy on your law firm blogs and websites. And so I've asked Chris to come and join me and talk about how attorneys still need to be aware of keywords and some ways that they can determine what some of those keywords are. So Chris, help us out here with this myth and share with us why keywords are still really important and how attorneys can go around finding which keywords are suitable for them.
Yeah, basically the myth started, or there was a lot of talk about it once Google started hiding the keywords within Google Analytics. So it's a lot more difficult to tell which keywords are driving traffic because of the not provided tag.
Right.
So there's a few things that you can still do. And you need to target keywords properly, or else, because these are the keywords that drive traffic. These are the ones that get searched. They have a lot of search impressions. These are what will drive leads to your website.
Right.
So the first thing that you really need to do is go to the keyword planner. If you Google it, it's a tool set up by Google. You can type in a phrase, and it will actually give you an estimate of how much particular traffic a keyword will return.
Okay.
Some of the more niche-y or long tail phrases will not have a number by them, but that doesn't necessarily mean they don't drive traffic. It just means that they don't have that number available. It's all estimates for Google, so it may change month to month. It's purely just a base starting point. The most important thing that you can do is actually go to Google AdWords or Bing Ads and try to start targeting some keywords related to your niche. If you're a personal injury attorney, personal injury attorney, personal injury lawyer, car accident attorney, and said phrases. Run a pay-per-click campaign. It could be a little more costly depending on the geographic area, but you can actually identify the highest impression share keywords, and those are the most important keywords to target because you're actually bidding on those phrases, and you don't have to wait to rank in the search engines to get that traffic. You automatically will know.
Okay. And so just to clarify, Chris, before you continue on, these are words that attorneys should be using in their content. So in their blog content, on their website content. So that's the whole exercise that we're doing here, is determining those keywords that are being searched and then putting them in the content, because it doesn't matter how good your content is, doesn't have those keywords, it's not going to be found as quickly, right? Is that
right?
Okay.
Correct. If you're targeting keywords that don't get searched a lot, it doesn't matter if you rank number one. You're not going to create new visitors.
Right.
So you have to target the correct keywords that are going to drive business to your website.
Okay.
The next thing I would do is, say you just don't have an idea of what those keywords may be. I would do some competitor analysis. I'm sure you know the larger firms in your area, the ones that are filing more bankruptcies or more cases. Just go to their website and see the keywords that they're targeting. They may have some practice area pages that you may have overlooked. For example, you may have an auto accident page, but you may not have a rear end collision or distracted driving. You may have a product liability page, but you don't have the actual product that is being recalled. So there are many things that you can learn just by looking at your competitor's website and try to expand upon what they're doing.
Okay.
The next thing that I could tell you is you want to know what your consumers are asking. You want to know what their pain points are so that you can directly write for them. And what you can do is go to Avvo, and they have a contributor section where consumers ask questions to attorneys for answers. Type in the keywords related to your niche and see which questions are being asked frequently, because chances are if they're being frequently asked at this location, they are going to be being asked in other locations, and they would be great blog or practice area topics for your website. The last method that I would say to learn your keywords, to develop content for, would be to go to Google, type in Google, and start typing a keyword, and it will use what's called Google Autocomplete, and it'll basically give you ideas or suggestions based upon what you're typing in, and many times those phrases and those queries are typed in more frequently.
Okay.
There's also a tool with that called ubersuggest.org that will actually populate all of these queries instead of just having a few, which Google does. So it's a very, very helpful tool as well.
Yeah, and I think we've all seen that. I know I've gone to Google to start typing something in, and a whole bunch of different suggestions come up. So
Hmm.
using that to advantage. I just thought of, too, and I heard this on a different call, completely unrelated, but you mentioned going to Avo and checking out questions. I've also heard of people going to even Amazon and checking out books that are related to their practice area and seeing what kind of testimonials or items that people are leaving as feedback on the book, and pulling out some of the keywords there too. So just a side piece. I haven't done it
Absolutely.
myself, but just piggybacking on what you shared there. So Chris, well, thank you once again. Keywords definitely are important, so we want to make sure that we abolish that myth altogether on keywords are not important. They certainly are. So no matter how great your content is, make sure your keywords are in there. So Chris, thanks again. I know we're going to be talking to you again real
Thank
soon.
you.
And Chris can be found at attorneyrankings.org. We'll see you soon.